sick vet, otherwise known as the Reptilia R2 Supercharged. Yeah, we can't rev it, but we built this in our last episode, which literally was just a few moments ago, and we figured out that that this version of the game does not have enough room to be able to go 200 miles an hour with, I don't think, any car. I don't know about that, but I mean, this one is definitely a keeper. Put it in the parking lot. But we're here today. I know it's a junkyard rebuild, but we're not actually going to the junkyard because we're probably going to be rebuilding one of the cars over here. It's Katsumoto. Not Japanese. Look, this is a junkyard car, unlike the last one. Put on A. To get an engine swap going. We're gonna go for the i4 Turbo, which actually currently has, so we're not gonna engine swap this at all. It's not a complete engine, but I don't think we can actually just yank it out. Let's grab all of our equipment. Can we just yank this? No. So it actually has a transmission here. And just like last time, take the car apart fully. There actually isn't much to this car. Our first objective, though, is to get the car on, is to get the engine on the stand. Unlike the Reptilia, though, I don't think we're gonna need full slick tires for this car because I don't think we're gonna make a whole lot of power. We're gonna make a lot, sure, but it's not gonna be insane. No oil in it, so carry an engine in my pockets. Yes, we are. What do we even have here? I think we're actually missing the whole turbo. Most engine though, this is definitely a surprise. Now, like the last builds, we're gonna get as much performance parts as we can. We are going for a 100% engine. One spark plug. One. Well, I mean, the car's in a junkyard, so it's definitely been pilfered. Because the transmission has a full clutch and flywheel. It's not a very interesting engine, but I just want to see what it can do. No oil pans, so that means we're definitely missing. We're not missing any pistons. We are missing a. Let me see. We're missing 2 rod caps and all the crankshaft bearings. So let's take the rest of this out. We will not be reusing it. I mean, we will be reusing the crank and the rod caps if we can fix them. What's holding this in? Someone pissing. Now, this is in much worse shape. Now, I'm not looking either. We probably broke a lot of stuff. I don't think there was actually a lot to be fixed. We actually didn't even take the car apart either, so. I remember I always like to try to save time. And we're wasting time now, so let's get rolling. Now everything's in here in various conditions. Let's quickly charge that battery up. Never have to buy another battery unless the car doesn't have one. Usually they have batteries. I don't actually have to test it, but I'm not sure. I don't think it actually matters how good or bad the battery actually is. There's actually no clip for the air filter cover. That's concerning. We have an ABS pump, no module. Take the hood off. We have a windshield. Kind of surprised we have that. This thing has I guess that's a drift livery of some kind. Similar to that, we are going to keep the stock wheels and tires. So I know I'm going to make them wider. So I'm going to make the front tires a little wider, but the rear tires are going to stay the same. Now I'm going to square it. No matter what we do, I'm just going to square it. That's all the body panels. Let's finish tearing this apart. Actually, first of all, let's get it all the way up in the air. We actually not even need our oil drain this time. This is a very normal car. I actually don't know what performance parts we'll be able to have. So, I mean, coming off that Corvette, this is probably going to be quite boring. I had it laying around because it was already an interesting car that I found at the junkyard, so. Like, why the hell not? It's because you don't see them like this. You can see them with an i3 turbo that's, like, mounted funny. So we might actually swap this to the i3 turbo, depending on the power. And I have a Rhino Piccolo with that i3 turbo. Matter of fact, all i3s are turbos. Now, as for the way these cars are, we have always have full running gear, but can't guarantee it's going to be repairable. That tie rod's definitely not going to be repairable. Tie rod end. I don't know why they use this really weird nomenclature. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, some of these parts are named so wrong, I wonder where they got their sources from. Because vehicles have the wheels and tires, it has to have mostly complete running gear. And I wish that wasn't. I wish that didn't have to be. I guess that's just within the limitations of the game. Because in real life, you will find junkyard cars that have like nothing in them, as you may know. Fail Race has also spoken about this. I do pretty much agree that I wish there was a way we could have cars that are missing wheels and, or maybe just maybe just like a body. You know, there's not even a frame. But as I said in the last stream / video, every vehicle in this game is essentially a unibody car. And we have a very similar... And we have the complicated rear. This is the hard one. I'd say hard, but... Let's look at the gas tank. And we do not have a fuel pump. And a lot of the rear, the back of the exhaust is missing too. Keep that in mind. We should be able to get quite a bit of performance parts for this car. Usually the i4, the Saturn i4 is pretty well supported. I think we even get a turbo. Remember last time we couldn't get a performance supercharger. We still were able to make over 1100 horsepower, but I don't expect anything even close to 500 out of this thing. Also, as Fail Race has already explained, and I have reiterated, front-wheel drive cars in this game are the best handling cars in the game. Not even all-wheel drive is that good of handling. Because they didn't care to make a good handling game. I mean, if you drive he said this himself. If you drive cars in a game, you have to have a good handling model. Doesn't make any sense. I know I'm referring to Fail Race all the time, but he's the one who got me hooked on this game. Him and Diesel Designs. Diesel Designs is a fellow Pennsylvanian. Love my fellow Pennsylvanians. Random clicking part 2 has begun. And we're done. I have no idea what was fixed and what was not fixed, so we're gonna find out. Let's bring us back down. Oh yeah, we're not doing safe shop practices. We were not able to fix the engine block, so we're not starting off very well. But let's start by going to the performance shop and getting the stuff we need. See, Hemi-Cuda, this is a vehicle we don't even have. And as I spoke of in our last build, because we don't have the Plymouth pack, we don't have access to the drag strip. That is very annoying. No free space in inventory. Well, let's get rid of the junk, like we always need to. Because this will pretty much fill up your inventory right away. There's no way, I don't think there's any way to get more inventory things. Like inventory slots. And let's also get rid of the old Corvette parts. tires. Camshaft I4, I think it's SOAC. We'll come back if it's something else. I don't think it would be. Pretty sure it might have had 2, but we'll come back and double check. Don't need carburetors. Engine head I4. Yeah, no, there's full parts for the i3 as well, so we will be building one of those. i4 turbo exhaust manifold. That's a specific part. Flywheel. Front exhaust section turbo. Also another specific part. Fuel filter, fuel pump. Four coils. Now I don't know exactly about the fuel rail to buy, so we'll get there when we get there. Intake manifold, I4. I don't exactly know which one it was, so we'll get there when we get there. Interesting enough, yeah, the Porsches have a pretty wide amount of tuning parts, but a lot of the DLC cars don't have any. Power steering pump I4, we're gonna want that. 4 pistons. Four plugs. I4 throttle. And I4 and just turbocharger. So this might not be bad. But what are we making stock? If this engine were fully repaired stock. $189 horsepower, 185 pound-feet of torque. Piddly numbers. Oh, interesting little glitch right there. Gotta get the pointer at a very certain location. Let's go I4. I know we're gonna need first, let's nab one of these because we broke it. I don't think we're actually gonna repair it, so just plop our fuel filter on there, it's just hanging out. Looks very nice. Alternator. I'm pretty sure the crank's broke, and we fixed it. There's no performance crankshaft, which I'm kind of mystified by that one. These green parts, that's for the Jeep. I don't know what we have. I really do not know. No rings, so we're going to have to buy four sets of rings. Rod caps, we actually have 0. We need 4 of those. Pretty sure we need crankshaft bearing caps as well. I think this engine came with any. Now, because you look at our money situation, I'm going to have to wait before we do our next build. So I'm going to have to do some more story missions and whatnot. And maybe sell the Reptilia. So, I mean, that car's going to be worth quite a bit of money because we fully restored it. And we put all the performance parts on it. We'll have to install that front license plate. If you remember in the episode, we didn't do that. Because I strongly believe that a Pennsylvania plate should be on the front of a car. Because it shouldn't be. There's no need to have a front plate in this state. We're one of the only states that doesn't have a law for it. As is for this car, we will not have one either. I'm already thinking of the name of the car. Shiny power steering pump. Engine head. Camshafts. You don't have any. I forgot to grab them. We will rectify that right now. Just standard camshaft. What did I buy? Don't have that, but let's just insert the plugs before I forget about them. This does differ from the standard i4 motor. That it's not turbo though, but not by much. There's only maybe about 3 unique parts. This being one of them. We need a heat shield as well. Yeah, all standard i4s have an exhaust manifold heat shield. It says cover, but it's actually a heat shield. We need an engine head cover. Chicks did it when we had cover up. It's all good. Shiny red oils. I'm gonna guess about 250, 300 horsepower. Because I think that's probably where we're gonna be. Alright, so we're gonna need a DI fuel rail. Just like last time. Except we needed 2 in the last one. Intake manifold i4DI. Grab one of those. And throttle i4, we already have one. It's a very different throttle as to what you would normally see on the i4. Kind of interesting. We need cam gears. Not on this side, we don't. Standard cam gears like last time. Standard timing belt, which I know for a fact you won't have it. Because those are not repairable. Belts and chain. I think chains are repairable though, like the old timing chains. Timing cover's repaired. That's a good sign. Water pump i4. We don't have one. And then there's no such thing as performance water pump, so just grab one of these, plop it on. You're probably wondering about the turbo. Wait, that's I4B. I'll need that eventually down the line. Crankshaft pulley I4 we do not have. We're not gonna have a lot of things. Serpentine belt B by itself, so we're just going back to the word belt. You will notice that this is the most basic engine in the game. Welcome to the stream. Finally, someone joined at a decent time. It's not going to be a weird time, like when we're done. We're barely even started. Serpentine belt A. Now, this is not meant to be a stream, but I welcome people watching. It's because PlayStation only allows for a certain amount of recording time, so these build times take more than an hour. Usually about an hour and a half, 2 hours. This one might not take that long. Shiny clutch pack. You are going to need a release bearing, though. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's all we can put on here. The turbo does not go on until we put it back in the car. So we have to pick it up in the air. We also have to put it. I think we have to put an intercooler in here, don't we? No, I don't think. No, this doesn't have an intercooler. This is the one that doesn't have an intercooler. Front exhaust section turbo. Then the turbo goes on. Which we have to put the car back down to put in. Plus 10% for the turbo. That's very generous. Well, we're up here. We're just going to plop everything else back into place. No air filter cover. We'll grab one of those. No clips. One thing about this game, it's very relaxing. You can pretty much zone out when you play this game. We have a radiator A. I'm actually not sure if we have a fan. We may. So that's what we need B. I bought the wrong one again. We do not have that. We have that one. Okay. Now we can put our battery back in. I've already charged it. Brake servo repaired. Awesome. Now that that's taken, well, we're not done in here just yet. Oil. Might as well get it done. You know I'll forget it. Let's get the car back up in the air and let's finish the exhaust and everything else underneath. Now exhaust parts, let's see if we can plop some pieces in here. Now we will need to buy a custom gearbox because I'm going to need to change the gears. So we're not going to do that here. We're going to do the gear grip. Regular I4. We actually didn't have one, so that works. That was repaired. Let's put parts in until we can't put any more in. It's kind of a little game I like to play. What can I put on without buying anything? It's a fun little game I like to play. And oftentimes we fail miserably, like now. Although we can't plop the rubber bushings in here, because I have plenty of those. Always stocked up on rubber bushings. Well, maybe not. You know what? Let's move back a little bit. Let's continue with that. Oh, ABS pump. I need to put that in before I forget about it. Because I didn't know where it was in this car. Let's put it in a bit of a weird location. Where was it again? Dang it, there it is. We did not fix it. I'm not gonna buy the module, but oh yeah, we didn't even have a module. This car didn't have one. This actually was a junkyard car that I bought in our very first build. Where we actually did the RX-7. I wanted to make this thing special. Alright, so we need a catalytic converter. Let's go over to exhaust. Catalytic converter. Ooh. And I need to remember I don't need to buy these. Because apparently I have a couple in stock. Yeah, I bought one too many for the Reptilia. Middle muffler. Exhaust pipe. We're a completely custom exhaust system. I'm loving this. Let's get back there. And rear muffler C. Actually, this might be a tricky one. I don't know if we have this one. No, we don't! Bloody hell. Dang it! So we're gonna have to go to the regular shop and grab one of those. The car didn't even come with one, so there was nothing for us to repair. Oh well. Which tips look like they belong there? Gas tank seems to be unrepairable, not repairable. And we're kind of jumping around here, but we will make sense of all this. We have a custom fuel pump. Did not. Ugh, was not able to fix that. Let's go back to the front. Thought I saw something. You know what? Start building up in the front. I failed to buy one of those. Go me. What do we need for this? Front shock absorber A. Okay, I'll just grab 2 of each of those. Okay, you muppet. Buy 'em right. Trying to do as quick as I can because I kind of want to get off at a certain time, but don't worry, we will finish the build tonight. I'm not worried about that. about the wrong sway bar? Of course I did. Why would I buy the wrong one? Why would I buy the right one? Doesn't even make sense. Come on, you numbnut. I hate the camera in this game. It is my demon. So we need lower speed for this one. Bottom. Two of those. Pretty sure we need rubber bushings too. Yep. It's by 10. You need more than 10, I'm pretty sure of that. We need about 6 in the front alone. No, like 8. I think we need 10 for the front alone, just about. Yeah, we have no brakes. I mean that in a much different way this time. When I say we have no brakes, I mean we can't stop. Not this time. 1 caliper on 2 cylinders. This is gonna go well. Front drive axle C. Sway bar front end link A. Pretty sure we're gonna need 2 of those. I don't think those are I don't think those can be repaired. Repairable. I'm not exactly sure if that's a word, so I don't use it. Okay, put that on there. And just for the fact to get it rolling, stock wheels and tires, even though they are junk. We'll get nice wheels and tires at the end, when we actually finish the rest of the vehicle. Okay, so we can uninstall anything in the back. So we need rear suspension cross member, which is going to go rear, as we always do. Rear suspension cross member, because it's not rear wheel drive. There is no regular drive shaft in this vehicle. Pretty sure we broke everything in this vehicle. Hey. Also, I'm pretty sure that rear muffler C that we put in there, I'm pretty sure that's a unique part. How far can we go without flying? Not further. You can't put the brakes on because I did buy enough brakes. That's not fixed. We can buy small rubber bushings because we have no more. Don't have one of those. Small rubber bushings. Gotta put those in here. Gonna need to buy more again. You can only buy 10 at one time. I mean, you could go back and buy 10 more, but you can only buy a bulk. You can only buy a bulk and 10 of one item at a time. Let's just buy some stuff. Alright. Let's buy a few things to get us going. We're gonna need rubber bushings again. And the small ones. So we'll get the big and small ones. It's good to have them because you need them for every job pretty much. I don't think there's too many, well, unless they don't require any suspension work. Wait, what shock absorber do they want? Hey. This little rubber bushing decided to hide. We actually were able to repair those. We repaired this. Guarantee you this is repaired. Nope. I just bought parts because I thought we'd need them. There's another wheel hub 3. You will have caps as well. Sake of being able to roll. Don't have that. There we go. The rear wheel hub 2, I'm pretty sure is used on like SUVs. It's a very large wheel hub. For the sake of rolling, let's pop in a rubber bushing because I know it looks to hide. because I want to do that. We have a surplus of these things. So I guess I was able to repair them and I didn't realize. Pretty sure that's everything. Well, no. We're not quite done. And the game will yell at us if there's anything missing. So. I think we may be done here. Again, no body work because roadkill. Cannot start engine. I think I know why. No starter motor. I forgot to plop that on there. Which you don't have. Another interesting thing. That a lot of, like most junkyard cars will not come with a starter motor. That's like the first thing that gets paid for it, I guess. Alright. Place your bets. How much power are we making? Remember, we're making 189 horsepower stock. We're suspension arm B. How did we forget to put one of those on? Yep, there's one missing. The game was sure to make sure to yell at us about it. Alright, we missed anything else, game? Please yell at me now about it. Yes. Alright, stock, 189 horsepower, 185 pound-feet of torque. Hey, place your bets, guys. What are you thinking? I'm thinking less than 300. Safe bet. This vehicle has no interior either. 306. I'm wrong again. 290 pound-feet of torque. That's pretty amazing from a little front-wheel drive. I'll give it to the I'm gonna give it to this Katsumoto. Let's put some body work on. Get some nice wheels and tires. And get it painted. You're definitely not using this ricey livery. Not getting drip bomb. Got some body windows here. Alright, speaking of body work, you know what? Before we forget, interior time. Alright, so this thing should have a rear bench specific to it. We're gonna go for the leather one. Then we're gonna put black leather seats up front. Then there's no specific steering wheel, so we can go get whatever we want for that. Put these same seats we put in the other car. Then, what should we do for a wheel? You know what? For the sake of being somewhat modern about it, we're gonna go with this one. The Lots wheel. That's for a specific car, but it'll do. putting the wrong seats in. I mean, I want it to be kind of modernish, because, I mean, this is a modern rendition of a classic. Ish. Alright, let's get some body work going. Now, I know we can get custom body panels for this car, so let's do that first. Not here. We're gonna get both of these, and then we'll see what they look. Grab everything. Now, I'm probably gonna go for those taillights. Stuff's pretty expensive. Custom hood. Alright, now we're gonna have to choose between bumpers. We're gonna get a Pennsylvania plate as well. And then the other bumper. There's apparently something special about it. Oh, because this can be liveried. So we want the B ones. Let's look at lights. I'm going to just put one light on each side. So we're going to put C over here. I'm digging C. Alright, now we don't have custom fenders. We do have custom taillights. Pretty sure we're gonna go for C. Kind of gives it like a bit of a robot look. We actually have a difference here. These are two different bumpers. Got this one. Or we have this one. I like the other one. I'm digging the other one. Alright, let's go grab the rest of the parts from the main shop. I have no idea what the heck they, try to get this done because I have to take care of something. So first car we've messed with, it actually has custom parts for it, so I'm okay with this. Well, now we're gonna deal with I want to deal with the tire situation. I think what we're gonna do is just make the tires a little bit wider for like the look. We don't need to do that because it's a front-wheel drive car. Honestly, I mean, if you were going for ultimate grip monster, yeah, you would go for a crazy front tire setup. But we're gonna see what our stock tires are because I'm gonna make the wheels bigger. I know that. Maybe by like an inch. I don't think they fill out the wheel wells too well. And they kind of do, but I mean, it's not as bad as the Honda Civic Type R. Let's be honest. Or a lot of cars in GTA. Let's be honest. Some of those cars, the wheels could be a lot bigger. You can't do anything about that. What are we working with? 235/30 R18. Get ourselves a plate. You know what? I'm only gonna buy one because, I mean, if I need another one, I'll just go get a standard one. Mad Cat. I was thinking Crazy Cat, but I'm like, we somebody put Crazy on the Reptilia, so has to be a little more creative than that. 235, 30, R18. So we're gonna keep the 30 and the 18, and we're going to 19-inch wheels. So what are we gonna do about rims? I'm gonna get the rims first. There was a rim DLC that they added recently, but again, not for console. No, you idiots don't get anything. Pretty much. I like these. 4 19s. So tires, we're gonna go for a race tire. Get race tire beaks, I like those. 4 of those. 19, 245 R30s. Just a little bit wider. Then we'll take this thing to the paint shop, and we can get it on the. We can take it out to the airport. Let's go through some of this junk. I'm gonna get all these rocker arms and push rods. There's only a few cars that actually use it, so I have them. All these extra body parts I'm just gonna get rid of. Those look pretty good, but I'm going to change the livery for sure. We're going to repaint this car. Those look pretty nice. There's a nice little bit of tire poke there. It's kind of the look I was going for. Kind of a bit of a ricey look, but it's kind of the idea. We're actually going to take this thing to the racetrack, because I want to show you how good front-wheel drive cars handle. It's like OP. Oh, you a 6-speed, because the default transmission in all cars, I believe, is a 5-speed. No matter what it is. Paint booth. There's actually a little door over here we can go inside. Both of these liveries are like drift liveries. So we're not going to go for either one. We're just going to paint it. I don't know what to go for. I just thought of it. Pink. Bright friggin' pink. You don't know? I'm digging the red. A little bit darker though. You don't know. No. Bright fire engine red. Yes, fire truck red is exactly what we want. Paint it. I like it. Fire engine red. Katsumoto. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. Bad cat. We're actually gonna go to the racetrack. And we're gonna actually put this thing through our paces. You people ready? Strap in and hold on tight. 300 horses of front-wheel drive Fury. I think that turbo really gave us the big boost. Imagine if we had a performance supercharger. It's pretty quick. It's a little slippery though, but... We want to take it to the airport too, just to see how fast it goes. I don't think the lock CT wheel is actually a good way to go. You know what? That looks like the National Tire and Battery wheel guy. You know what I'm saying? Like the talking steering wheel. Yeah, you try to drive around this track seriously, it's gonna be messy. Thankfully, you cannot do damage to your car. Your car's parts, no matter what you do, after you fix them, they will never deteriorate. I'm very happy with this. We'll go to Rhino Piccolo next with the i3. Also tomorrow we have another episode of Resident Evil 4. After I get my internet upgraded to gig speed. Yeah, there's no ABS in this game, so expect to friggin' spin out if you're not careful. It's a front-wheel drive car, but it will spin as easily as a rear-wheel drive car in real life. it's a little wallowy too. Wobble-mobile. A little quicker, but... Let's see how fast she goes. She's not gonna be as fast as the Reptilia. I mean, it's gonna be fun just to try it. Hey, Playway, if you're watching this stinking stream, give us the friggin' drag strip on console and all the cars. Or I'll feel like I wasted my money. We don't even get Dodge. We don't even get Dodge. And that was a launch day DLC for PC. I'm surprised they gave us Jeep. You give us Jeep, but not Dodge, not Plymouth. What gives? What gives, Playway? Where's the Ford DLC? Where's the Porsche DLC? Pagani. Where's this all at? Why are we missing DLCs on console? I guarantee I'm not the only person who's outraged about this either. You can't even buy them. I don't expect them to be free, no, but I expect to be able to buy this stuff. I feel like I'm getting kind of gypped. Yeah, this is definitely going to be slower. About 135. It's about the top we got out of that. But wait, can it do reverse donuts? Sorta. So that's the Mad Cat. Our 300 horsepower Katiguri Katsumoto. I'm saying it right for the first time. It does reverse donuts beautifully. Anyways, guys, that's it for this build. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Peace out.